In 2026, Dokken is still around, but they are no longer the massive touring machine they were in the 80s. Today, they operate more like a legendary band that appears sporadically at festivals, special shows, and nostalgia gigs. The band's musical focus has shifted toward preserving their legacy rather than chasing new trends. They are generally active in North America and at classic rock events. While they haven't disbanded, they are not super active on a global scale. Recent updates indicate that vocalist Don Dokken, now 72, has canceled his retirement plans. Don had previously hinted that he might retire, sparking rumors during an interview on Cassius Morris's YouTube channel in April 2025. At the time, he mentioned he would perform his final concert within a year. However, by late 2025, he walked back that farewell narrative, stating that music is his life and he still wants to write new material, including the possibility of an EP project with George Lynch. Don expressed similar sentiments during interviews with the Metal Voice/Artists on Record. In those discussions toward the end of 2025, he frequently emphasized that as long as the health of his arm, following nerve surgery, continues to improve, he will remain active. He clarified that the band will keep playing, but just for fun, and will significantly reduce the number of concerts. Don no longer wishes to tour 250 shows a year, as he did when he was 27. The primary reasons for his initial retirement plans were: first is physical limitations. Don Dokken faces physical challenges due to complications from a failed spinal surgery in 2019. He referred to the surgeon as a butcher because the procedure left his right arm almost completely paralyzed, making it impossible for him to play guitar. While he can still sing well, this paralysis is a major loss that he describes as his biggest disappointment. Second is a desire to enjoy life. At 72, his priorities have shifted. He described himself as a selfish person who wants to enjoy life after a 50-year career. Living on a mountain in New Mexico, far from the crowds, he wants to spend time at home, gardening, renovating his house, and enjoying his success. For him, life isn't just about singing and songwriting until he drops. Third is skyrocketing tour costs. External factors also played a role. Don noted that gas prices, bus rentals, and hotel costs have tripled, making touring a negative return financially. Fourth is old age fatigue. Don honestly admitted that his age makes a heavy touring schedule much more difficult. Despite this, Don remains open to performing at major festivals such as Wacken Open Air or Sweden Rock. Assessing the current state of the band based on fan reviews from the Las Vegas concert, February 2026, and the St. Louis show, November 2025, provides an honest look at Don Dokken's current performance capabilities. Don Dokken's vocal condition. Many fans note that Don can no longer hit the high notes of his 1980s prime. Some reviews describe his vocals as sounding tired or strained. Stage presence. Despite vocal changes, Don remains a strong showman. He shares many stories between songs about the inspiration behind their hits, which audiences find highly entertaining. Physical health. During the November 2025 concert, Don appeared to have difficulty walking due to a reported leg injury and sat on the drum riser at times. He also mistakenly referred to the St. Louis venue as being in Kentucky, sparking speculation about his condition. Band performance and George Lynch. The supporting musicians receive high praise. Current permanent guitarist John Levin and former guitarist George Lynch, who joined for several songs, are often credited with saving the show with their stellar performances. The verdict. Watching Dokken in 2026 is a powerful nostalgic experience. Don't expect the flawless vocals of their classic albums. Instead, come to celebrate the legacy of 80s heavy metal and witness a legend who is still standing. The George Lynch dynamic, a flame that never fully fades. The relationship between George Lynch and Don Dokken remains a classic rock drama. Crucially, they have not returned to a permanent lineup. Their last major reunion was in Japan in 2016.
In 2026, the chances of a full reunion remain slim, though not impossible. George Lynch stays active with other projects, appearing with Dokken more as a visiting legend than a permanent member. The current lineup is Don Dokken, vocalist; John Levin, often noted for his technical stability, he brings his own style without trying to be George Lynch; Chris McCarville, bass; BJ Zampa, drums. Music and touring in 2026. Their latest album, Heaven Comes Down, released in 2023, was warmly received, blending classic Dokken vibes with modern production. While they proved they can still create new music, no new albums have been released since. The band is currently focused on live performances and their legacy. Their sets are packed with hits like Alone Again, In My Dreams, and Breaking the Chains. Those song durations are shorter than in their arena tour era. Confirmed 2026 U.S. tour dates. June 20th, 2026, West Hollywood, CA, The Whiskey A Go-Go. October 9th, 2026, Jim Thorpe, PA, Penn's Peak. November 14th, 2026, San Juan Capistrano, CA, The Coach House. Conclusion: the legacy band phase. Dokken is no longer chasing charts or trends. They are respected icons of glam metal history, standing alongside bands like Rat, Skid Row, and Warrant. Dokken in 2026 isn't the electric storm they were in the 80s. They are more like an old guitar. The sound is warm, perhaps a bit cracked, but full of stories. They are still performing, still remembered, and still hold a special place in the hearts of rock fans.